Hi, this is Lisa Ferry. I've got a really cool instrument I wanted to share with you. It's called the Guzheng. It's a Chinese instrument, and I had never even heard of one before until I moved to China a few years ago. And now I just think they're the coolest things. But anyway, this one, it's a little out of tune. Oh, that's really out of tune, that last note. Should be bum. Here's a tuner. This is what you use to tune the Guzheng. I'll show you how it works. So, it's a little bit old. So the last note. So I'm just gonna take my little tuning thing here, and you just go in. I think it's this one. And it's a little bit flat, so I need to tighten it. That's the right pitch. That one's a little high compared to the other one, so you just do that. Oh, should be that. I mean, it just needs new strings, but anyway. So, oh, look at this right here, how they did this. These are the numbers, because in Chinese music, you read numbers. You don't read like A, B, C, D. You don't read the letters like Western. So you read it all numbers. So they have it pitched, and just the dots above means that it's that note, but higher octave. So it's got 2 dots. So if I look at 1, that's gonna be do. The other one is do. And then another one is the octave below 1. And the next one, it's got a dot underneath it. So that's 1, and then that's the last, do. So you can see how that works. But there's a really great song that I learned how to play. It's called 𝐦𝐤𝐬. So it's based on a pentatonic scale. You can probably tell if you're a musician. Anyway, okay, so I know where my starting note is. Oh, you can't really see. Okay, so here we go. So I'm gonna play the song 𝐦𝐤𝐬. Super easy when you understand music, how to do that. Anyway, how you change notes, it's really cool. You just pluck a note with one hand, and then on the string on the other side, you just push down. So that's how you can change and use all the other notes aside from the pentatonic scale. And so I wanted to show you too a book. This is actually a book for the Kalimba. This would be what the music looks like in the Chinese music. So it's all numbers. 1 for do or C, 2 for re or D, 3 for mi or E. You get the idea. Okay, that actually you can play that. This music is a Kalimba book. And on a Kalimba, you have, this one has the numbers, and it also has the note names. So if I wanted to read the numbers, I could. And how this one is played, you just play C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Okay, so just one after the other. It's interesting how it alternates sides. Then this, I'm getting a little sidetracked, but that's me. This is the Kalimba hammer. So this is the tuning hammer. So if you want to tune a Kalimba, I think this is pretty interesting. So if I want to tune that, this is my note C. Then I'm going to take my hammer and I'm going to hammer that down. And that made it lower. Now it's too low. So then I go back up this way and hammer it back, because it's really hard. Yeah, that's kind of all you need. That's our Kalimba. The other one I wanted to show you, I know a lot of students ask me, why are there numbers on this? What do the numbers mean? And so I'm showing you what the numbers mean. So the numbers I just showed you in the book, the numbers represent the notes. Notes can be written a different way. You have Western music notation, and then you have Chinese music notation, and they use the numbers to represent the notes. You also have solfege, and then you also have A, B, C, D. So they generally mean all notes have 3 names that I know of. So like I said, a C is a do or a 1. It's just 3 different ways to say the same thing. You can see on the kalimba, there are the steel tongue drum. The steel tongue drum has numbers. So all I would need to do to read music is I would either need to know what they were, what the numbers represented in terms of the notes, or I could figure out how to read the numbers. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. And they go in a similar direction, like similar to the kalimba, where you're alternating sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So something like that, similar. So that's the steel tongue drum. Getting back to my Guzheng, this is actually a student model. It's not so big. It's actually fairly small. They've become a little bit longer. And the bridges you can actually move a little bit. They're not glued on, similar to a violin bridge or a cello bridge or viola. They're not glued on, and it's easy to move them, so you have to be careful that you don't bump the Guzheng or anything. But it's a really lovely instrument, and it's fun to play. And I think my students enjoy experimenting and just playing on the strings. They also have special fingernails that they wear and pluck with their fingernails, pluck with these special plastic nails to help get a really crisp sound. I don't have any of those, but anyway, that's called the Guzheng.